Hello and welcome back to the Master League with Manchester United on the Cultured Left Foot channel, and that is myself, and I'm wearing a yellow top, which means I'm sort of semi-see-through today, which is very strange. But we are back after a fantastic result in the last episode. If you've missed it, go back and watch it. We beat Bristol City 4-0 in the FA Cup. I'm not too sure again why their badge hasn't loaded in. I thought I'd fixed it. It's not been the most auspicious starts. We've had a great 4-1 win against Chelsea as the highlight so far. But we're back in Champions League action today playing Celtic, who are 82nd in the world. I think that's what that means. Well, 82nd in Europe, anyway. It should be a win. We're going to stick with the formation that got us a very compelling win against Bristol City. It'll be the 4-2-1-2-1 sort of formation. I'm tempted to actually make one of these slightly more attacking and see how that goes. But yeah, we need to go through and sort the team out, so we'll do that on the next page. So let's get into what have we got team management wise? Negotiations, scouting. Oh, he's found some more players, has he? Medel, Aurier, Stephen Francis from Bournemouth. Okay, well, we're not in a transfer window at the moment, so don't need to worry about any of that. But yeah, let's get into this, sort the team out. Hopefully Celtic have got the right kit. They do. Good. I suppose they're licensed, aren't they? So I don't need to worry about it. They're playing a 3-1-4-1-1 formation. Okay, we'll have to see how we get on against that. Tierney is going to be starting on the bench against his former club. Martial is very much not up for this game at all. Oh, and Herrera is, though. That's lovely to see. Eric Bailly can come in to replace Diop. And who else? I'd like to see Greenwood on the bench a little bit. I need to keep Lukaku on the bench, really. Let's go with that. We'll bring in Ander Herrera for Scott McTominay. We'll keep Pogba starting in there at the moment, but probably bring him off as the game progresses. Let's... who else do I want to play here? I'd like to keep Fred, Sancho, Greenwood all on the bench. De Ligt can stay... yeah, we'll keep De Ligt on the bench for now. McTominay can stay on the bench. I think we'll go with that, I reckon. Although Rashford... Let's start Greenwood. Go on, why not? Why not? Let's start Mason Greenwood. We'll take Rashford off the bench and we'll put Andres Pereira on there. Trying to give the youngsters a run out. Trying to give them quite a lot of game time. We could play Victor Lindelof actually at right back. Yeah. No, but I will put Lindelof on the bench because I think we'll need... What can we do? Can we drop out here? Let's drop De Ligt out because he can have a rest. We'll go with that then. Let's get into the game at Man United. Man United v Celtic. Let's see how it goes. Hello and welcome to Old Trafford for today's Champions League game, which sees Man United take on Celtic. Man United 1-1 and lost 1, beating Dortmund and then losing to Schalke. Celtic sit bottom of the group without a win to their name, losing 2 games I think they've done in this season so far. As the teams walk out to a rapturous ovation from both sets of fans, Man United will be hoping they can take their brilliant form from the 4-0 win against Bristol City into this game. With the new lineup, Vinko Peritin is looking to play attacking, fast-flowing football. We'll be back to go through the lineup. As the teams prepare for kick-off, and it's just moments away, this is the lineups before the game. Man United start with David De Gea in goal, Dalot, Alderweireld, Bailly and Luke Shaw at the back. Weigl partners Ander Herrera in central midfield. Pogba plays just behind the strike force, which sees Mata, Greenwood and Mauro Icardi line up front. Lukaku starts on the bench after getting a couple of goals against Bristol City. Gordon starts in goal. Lustig, Boyata and Benkovic at the back. Bitton, Burke and Darmian across the middle. Brown, McGregor, Eduardo and Forrest. Darmian gets a start at left wing back against his former club. He's going to have a point to prove against Vinko Peritin. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes, as it's going to be a very tough game, but Man United will hope they've got enough about them to make this the result they want, as Vinko Peritin has been talking in press conferences saying he knows this team are good enough, he knows they can go and attack teams and keep the ball, play the possession football he wants. He's just got to see it from all the players. Obviously Man United getting a rare start for Mason Greenwood today, who is on the ball there, number 54. Pogba picks it up, lays it off into Julian Weigl. Up it goes into Juan Mata. Juan Mata into Icardi. Icardi lays it off into Pogba. His shot is blocked and Craig Gordon gets an easy punch on that. It will fall to Diego Dalot, who looks to loop one in, and it was looking for Greenwood in the middle, and the youngster is not afraid to get involved straight away, as this is now Alderweireld, I think, that is having to get back and do some defensive work, as just holds his position, allowing Dalot to get back and defend. Obviously the Man United players will be used to Matteo Darmian, who's on the ball just here. Gets it back, plays it into the middle. Well brought down in the middle there. It goes out to the right hand side to Oliver Burke, who is fouled, wins a good foul. Greenwood just diving in a little bit too rashly, and Celtic get an early free kick. It shouldn't be a booking, it was just an innocuous challenge, but Burke did well to pick that up, and yeah, just took it off Greenwood's feet just before he could win the ball. And Celtic will look to float, and obviously missing Kieran Tierney, now signed for Man United, not in today's team, he's on the bench, but yeah, he's normally he was Celtic's free kick taker, so they'll be missing his delivery, I'm sure, as Pogba lays it up to Mata. In it goes to Icardi, lays it off to Greenwood. Here comes Greenwood, he's got the run of Icardi in front of him and gives it back to him. Icardi looks to trick his way around, but Boyata stands strong and isn't falling for that sort of nonsense as it's laid back, and Eric Bailly closes it down well. Diego Dalot will pick it up. Mata flicked round the corner into Icardi, trying to release Juan Mata again. Diego Dalot is there, he swings a cross in, it's low, and Boyata's got another head on it. Man United setting their stall out to attack and playing very, very well at the moment, restricting Celtic to really keeping the ball in their own half, but we know that Celtic can be dangerous, as here they have it in the middle of the park. Darmian just being tracked by Juan Mata on the right hand side. It goes up and now does reach Darmian as Mata just switches off. That's a poor pass into the middle as Pogba can't pick that one up. And here come Celtic again, just trying to maybe get a little bit of possession as Pogba and Mata between them go and pressurise the ball. And that's given away. Mata picks it up. That's a poor pass. He was looking out towards Greenwood, but just managed to get his feet wrong, and it was easily intercepted. So 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Neither team with the breakthrough. Celtic yet to have a shot on the Man United goal and really trouble David De Gea. But neither team is playing to their best at the moment. That's a good tackle from Luke Shaw, who comes forward. Lays that in to Paul Pogba's path. He's coming. He sees Greenwood making a great run on the left-hand side. Greenwood cuts in field. Great challenge at the back. He had to get that right. Greenwood complains, but there was nothing wrong with that. And Boyata lays it out to Benkovic. Up to Darmian on the left-hand side. Feeds that into the middle. Gets it back, and Darmian just keeps the ball. Brendan Rodgers' team here not really looking to exert themselves on the game too much and putting too much effort in the attacking sense. It looks like they're happy with a draw from this game. Gordon goes long, lots of space on the side for Oliver Burke on the left hand side. That's a good ball in as they turn and run at the defence, and that's a good tackle. David De Gea will pounce on it, and Luke Shaw did well to snuff that out. He balls it out quickly to Diego Dalot, goes up the line but it's deflected. Pogba tries to keep it alive and wins, gives away a free kick. The Frenchman, the captain for Man United, gives away a free kick, and he's not happy about it. It was in the middle there on McGregor. Yeah, McGregor just got the touch first, both of them collided, and the referee's probably made a good decision there. 0-0, half an hour gone, and Man United will be looking to make a bit of a breakthrough here as Eric Bailly comes out and meets the ball well. It falls to Darmian, who flicks it into the middle. Eric Bailly's there again and gets his body in the way. Pogba, out it goes. Good ball up to Juan Mata. Juan Mata back to Icardi. Pogba then looks to play it over the top towards Greenwood, who wins the header, but Icardi just couldn't get there. Just not enough on the pace of the header. And Celtic are looking to now keep the ball all the way back to Craig Gordon, who goes long. And it's Luke Shaw v Burke, and Luke Shaw wins this one. McGregor in the middle, surrounded by Pogba, put under pressure. Out to Burke again, who's getting involved a lot in the game. Luke Shaw comes in with a tackle, but can't get the ball. It goes into McGregor again, who's starting to dictate the tempo, but it's won by Weigl. Plays it in to Icardi, back to Mata. Mata uses his strength well, lays it in looking for Icardi, but the referee's brought it back for an earlier foul, and we know that Paul Pogba is dangerous from these sort of situations here, as he's going to be lining up over this ball. Juan Mata let it go, got it back, and then tried to put a ball through. Yeah, just caught from behind. The referee did well to bring that one back, and Paul Pogba stands over the ball. Can he put this one in? He scored a wonderful free kick recently. No, he has. What a free kick that is from Paul Pogba. That is why you pay the big money. Pogba runs off, celebrates well. Nothing that Craig Gordon could do in goal about that. And that is an absolutely superb free kick from the Frenchman. He is captaining this Man United team to, as best as he can, really. He's showing, he's stepping up when he needs to. What a free kick. Bent it round the wall, kept it low, and Craig Gordon had absolutely no chance. And for the second game in succession, Paul Pogba scores an absolutely wonderful free kick as he pings it out there, and he gets his dab on the go. And Paul Pogba does a very, very, very good job of leading this Man United team to glory at the moment. They're 1-0 up against Celtic. There's 10 minutes to go until half time. Can they go and capitalise on this lead they have? Celtic will need to come out and try and get some sort of attacking action happening now, as Luke Shaw will beat Scott Brown to that ball. Pogba has it, lays it out to Greenwood, who goes into Icardi. Icardi lays it back to Pogba, looks to feed Greenwood in using a bit of his pace. Greenwood holds it up, waits for Luke Shaw to come forward, who has. Luke Shaw tried to give it back to Greenwood, probably should have gone for a cross for a better option, but that is 1-0 United, and they are very much playing with their tails up. They seem to have bought into Vinko Peritin's methods now, and this is going very well. Pogba lays it in to Ander Herrera, back to Pogba, plays a nice little 1-2 with Greenwood, but he's tackled. He just took a bit of a heavy touch there, Paul Pogba, and it got away from him. It's laid out onto the left hand side towards Matteo Darmian, back at Old Trafford for the first time since his move, and it's moved up the park. Eric Bailly's there, and Julian Weigel's read that one very well. Lays that into Greenwood. Greenwood to Icardi. Icardi in to Mata. Mata just has to hold this ball up. Gets it back into the feet of Icardi. And then Greenwood's just tackled again, taking a little bit too long on the ball, but that is half time, and it's 1-0 Man United. A very good performance for Vinko Peritin's men. I can't remember Celtic having a shot on goal, and Vinko Peritin will be very, very happy about that. Yeah, 0 shots on goal for Celtic. They're dominating ball possession but not doing much with it. 2 shots for Man United, 2 on target and 1 goal, and that was Paul Pogba's free kick. We'll see if there's any changes for the second half, and we'll be right back. So no changes for either team as the second half gets underway. Celtic sticking with their 3-1-3-1-1 formation, which is not really showing any dividends for them at the moment. They're struggling to break down Man United's 4 at the back and 2 across the midfield. As here's Scott Brown, lays it out onto the left to Oliver Burke. Brown gets it back, up it goes. Now this is Celtic's most attacking play so far, but Eric Bailly comes out across and sniffs the danger out. Green with a good turn into Icardi. Icardi looks to turn and hold it up, goes back out towards Luke Shaw, but it's a poor pass, and it's intercepted by Eduardo. Up it goes, and Alderweireld's let that go through, but Eric Bailly is there to cover. Delot up to Pogba. Pogba looks to fire one up to Icardi. Does very well to keep that alive. Juan Mata out to Delot. Infield to Pogba. Man United can afford just to keep some possession now. They don't have to really go all out in action to try and win this back and try and get another goal. But, you know, they'll keep the ball and progress it up a little bit further as it goes out wide. That's a poor pass from, I think that was Delot, giving the ball away. Great tackle from Ander Herrera to get back into the defensive position. As it comes in here to McGregor, who looks up forward, and Alderweireld's got some covering to do as he comes across and makes a very good challenge there. And then goes long, looking up towards Juan Mata, who flicks that round the corner. Juan Mata having a bit of a renaissance with Vinko Peritin at the moment. He was rumoured to be out of the door in the summer transfer window, but has shown his worth pretty well here as it goes into Greenwood, who lays that into Pogba's path. Pogba just holds onto it and goes back. Herrera into Weigl, sees Mata in a bit of space, flicks it around the corner to Icardi. Icardi tried to lay up Greenwood on the edge of the area, but it was just intercepted as Herrera now comes across. Eduardo with the ball for Celtic. Scott Brown back into the path of Eduardo, who's made a good run, and there's space here. De Gea has to come out and get that ball, and he's beaten to it, and the Celtic striker hits the bar, and Luke Shaw is then tackled by Burke, who can't keep it in, and Man United get lucky there. De Gea was pretty quick off his line, but the striker just got there first, and he smashes it against the bar. And then Luke Shaw couldn't do anything with the follow-up, and Oliver Burke runs it out for a goal kick. But Man United can find and consider themselves really, really lucky in that situation. As just after the hour mark, De Gea flicks it out to Luke Shaw. He goes up the line into Greenwood. Greenwood fires it into Icardi. He goes back to Herrera, lays it off to Pogba. Looking, there was a bit of space for Icardi, and Pogba saw it, but just couldn't get the right ball on. As Icardi tries to lay it back to Pogba, but he's overhit it, and it's Eduardo that gets back for Celtic to win the ball. Scott Brown gives it into Eduardo again. Up it goes a bit further on, and Man United get Herrera back to win that ball. Pogba. Up it goes to Icardi. Greenwood just holds on to it, waits for Luke Shaw to give him an option, and then that's very sensible play from Man United to keep the ball. They know Celtic are coming back into this game a little bit, and they know they just have to keep possession and move it around. As you can see, Celtic starting to really press the ball now, and that should leave some spaces in behind that Man United will try and exploit. But Luke Shaw isn't going to exploit anything if he doesn't have the ball, and he didn't really make an effort to go and get that, and that'll be noted by Vinko Peritin, that little lack of work rate as it's brought in. It's fouled by Delot. The referee plays advantage into McGregor. McGregor goes back out wide. Juan Mata asked to do a bit of defensive work now as it goes into Eduardo, and Luke Shaw makes a good tackle. It falls to Scott Brown, who couldn't sort his feet out quick enough. Pogba, up it goes to Juan Mata. Juan Mata with a bit of space to run into as Celtic back off him here. He's still going, the Spaniard. It's still Juan Mata. He's gone the long way around onto his left foot, gets a shot off, and it's blocked by the Celtic defenders. Juan Mata with a lovely run there to go round the Celtic defence as Scott Brown picks it up. He gets past the challenge of Ander Herrera. Luke Shaw comes flying in and takes out Oliver Burke. And Man United have got to track these runs. Eric Bailly's there to cover. And David De Gea doesn't want to dally around with it. It goes out towards Luke Shaw. Flicks it back again to Eric Bailly, who just holds on to it, trying to take a bit of pace out of the game with 10 minutes to go. There'll be some tired legs out there. The ball hasn't gone out of play for quite some time. And Man United will know that they need some fresh legs on if they're going to keep dominating this game, as it flicks out towards Luke Shaw. He's beaten to it by the defender of Celtic. It goes up, and here is the striker again. I think it's Byrne, but it's a good tackle by Weigl, who's settled in well to this Man United team since his signing from Borussia Dortmund. Up to McGregor. It goes out to the left to Matteo Darmian, who is tackled very well by Ander Herrera, who then just can't get there. It goes out for a throw. So triple substitutions get those fresh legs on that we're talking about for Man United. Fred and Sancho on, Pogba, Greenwood off, and McTominay on, and Julian Weigl off as well. So fresh legs in the centre of midfield for Man United, just to try and keep the ball and keep up with the runners from Celtic. And Bailly lays that back to Alderweireld. Out it goes to Diego Dalot, into Alderweireld again. Just tries to play it through the middle, gives McTominay his first touch of the ball. Back to Eric Bailly, into Luke Shaw, who did pick up a booking for that bad tackle, as Sancho then tries to feed it through. And that was a pretty poor option. Should have gone into McTominay for the easy pass, but tried to find Icardi as it goes out here to Burke. Eric Bailly has had a storming game at the back for Man United, and he's deciding to come with this ball forward, and he sees a lot of space in the middle there, feeds it in, and it's just intercepted by McGregor. It's cleared away, and that is the full-time whistle, and Man United get back-to-back victories for the first time this season as they get a 1-0 win against Celtic in a game they pretty much dominated. It was very easy for them. Celtic hitting the bar once, Pogba with a really good free kick. I think Vinko Priton will be a bit upset with the lack of chances really created by Man United in this game, but he'll be comfortable with the possession they had, the formation they're playing, and the chance that they took with Pogba's free kick. And they always try to make things happen. It looks like Icardi, Weigl, and the other new signings are really settling into the team, as we just see Pogba's wonderful free kick again on the after game highlights. But yeah, a very good performance from Man United in that game, as we see here having a little bit less ball possession than Celtic, but this restricted Celtic to one shot, which was off target, the one that hit the bar. Celtic actually outpassed Man United, which is something we don't see very often. But 3 attempts, 2 on target, and 1 goal for Man United. All in all, a good day for Vinko Priton's team. So, other standout results from around Europe in the Champions League today. Borussia Dortmund going down 2-0 to Schalke at home. Club Brugge beating Ajax 4-0. That's a very interesting result. Barcelona beating Young Boys Bern 2-0. PSG beating Benfica 3-0. Other results then: Tottenham beating Rapid Bucharest 1-0. Real Madrid getting a good 4-1 win away at Sporting. Inter beating Midtjylland 3-1. Manchester City losing at home to Basel. They're still struggling this season. Juventus with an outstanding 4-0 win away at Valencia. And Bayern Munich beating Slavia Prague 1-0. All in all, for the group, it sees Man United climb to second spot with 6 points. Borussia Dortmund sit in third with 3, and Schalke top the group with 7. So a good win in the Champions League. It does look like we're starting to hit a bit of form. We found a formation that we like. And next up will be Newcastle. Fred has become a workhorse due to his zealous work ethic that he finds, even though he does wear some very funky gloves in that picture. But yeah, Icardi settling in well. It does seem to be that this formation is working. I think if we were to pick our strongest 11 from the off, we would probably take McTominay out and play Ander Herrera in there. Pogba would play the attacking role. I'm not too sure here. We probably would do something like this. I think if we're picking our strongest 11, it would probably be Lukaku starting the line and Icardi playing in behind. Yeah, probably something like that. Tierney's out actually technically rated better than Shaw, so he would go in. Diop, I think our best, not just through ratings, but players that are the best would be like that. Do you think I should play Antonio Valencia? I mean, he is pretty good. It's just that in real life I don't really rate him anymore for Man United. But he has great form, great stamina. He does have some good stats. Maybe I should And he's got pinpoint crossing, which is always very, very nice to have. So does Delo as well. Does Tierney have it? If so, then we should definitely be swinging in a few more crosses. Yeah, he does. And long throw, and captaincy, and fighting spirit, which is good. Maybe Tierney will be next in line for captaincy. But I think something like that is probably our strongest lineup. Let me know what you think below. Do you think Icardi starting up front is better than Lukaku? No, technically Lukaku can do a better job in the support role. But we'll see. Rashford, then we've still got the likes of Andres Pereira, Chong, Martial, Greenwood, Lingard, McTominay, Gomez, loads of players. I'm going to try and play a few of the youngsters as well, as this is the last series before PES 2020 comes out. And as more news filters through of PES 2020, we'll be using this time these games to talk about it a little bit more. We're going away from a bit of commentary into talking about PES 2020. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure having you here, and I hope you'll be back for the next video where we play Newcastle United. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.